We are just seconds away now from puck drop. The Bulldogs will start with the puck as they win the opening faceoff here. Sanford's got it to the side. And that's intercepted by Bodine. Quick feed to Pretend. Baltimore's looking to break out of their own end. Slides it across. That goes off the post and stays out.
That's frustrating, James. The score is 0-0. And, oh, what a miss as it goes off the post and out.
Baltimore's looking to break out. Picking up steam in the offensive zone. Moves inside. And he keeps that one out as he gets a piece of the glove. Works it across to Suter. And a nice takeaway in the defensive end by McGinn. Shot! Too much congestion in front. Moves it quickly over to McGinn. Denies him with the save.
Often in pregame, coaches will tell you we want to play heavy hockey, and that's exactly how this game has started for them. But it only starts when you have physical engagement, and that hit right there tells me they're ready, they're on point, and they're dialed in.
Still plenty of time left in this frame. Still looking for our first goal. Baltimore's got a hold of the puck. They gain possession here inside the neutral zone. Passes it over. Oh, it goes right up the post.
Baltimore's players getting a little frustrated. They need a little puck luck as well as they've just railed a number of them off the post.
Puts it on net. Makes the save.
Gilly's playing so confident in the crease. I mean, the save percentage is up. The team is winning. You can't really ask for more, especially being able to manage the momentum shifts in the game. He's been excellent.
Phil Siles been given 2 minutes for cross-checking.
Well, that's a frustration penalty. I've taken many of those in my day, James. It's going to be the cross-checking penalty. Once you extend your arms, you're in trouble.
Baltimore's man advantage unit will take to the ice for the first time tonight.
Scoreless game right now, James, but an opportunity on the power play. You have to find a way to convert. Move that puck quickly and open up lanes.
Baltimore's got the puck in the corner. Carpenter's on the attack in the offensive zone. Charlotte's penalty killer's got a hold of it. They'll want to clear the zone here while they're trying to kill off this penalty. And they get the puck out of the danger zone. And he takes the pass. Here's a shot. Denies him with a save. Here's a short pass to Carlson. Trying to clear. And he moves the puck across the blue line out of the defensive zone. Quick pass to Clague. Right up Main Street and on the attack. There's a shot. They score! A power play goal!
Well, specialty teams are often the difference maker. It's why you spend so much time in practice working on them, James, and they took advantage of their opportunity. While your specialty team coaches are constantly telling you on a power play that you need to take advantage, and the way that you do that is to take away the eyes of the goaltender. A ton of net front presence here, and that's the reason the seeing eye shot finds its way to the back of the net.
Baltimore's efforts pay off as they get the game's first goals. We inch closer to the midway mark of the first.
Yeah, and they're inching closer and closer to more goals here as they get the first one of the game. And sometimes scoring is a struggle, James, but when you put one by the tender, often it comes in bunches.
Gets the puck in deep. Baltimore's got possession of the puck. Hammers him in the open ice.
Some players get into the game by physically engaging early. There's a fine line there, but that was executed perfectly.
Takes the feed. Jostling for the puck, and he loses control. Pokes it away in his own end. Riad's working it around in the corner. Picked up along the wall by Sanford. Oh, look at this. Oh, and a busted twig on the play.
Well, how frustrating is that, James? You get yourself to a great position, and then it snaps in half. Sanford stick snaps, and he's off to the bench to get a new one. Gets back into the play quickly.
There's the whistle as the play was offside. More than half the period left to play. Baltimore's up 1-0. And off the draw, they take the puck. Oh, a quick little pickpocket on the play. Baltimore's going to play it from the corner. From the back of the cage with the puck. And he's right there with the blocker to keep it out.
Sometimes when you have no time to think, you make these types of saves. I mean, there's no hesitation here, just simply reaction to be able to make it.
Quick shot! Comes up with the stop.
Gillies is such a technically sound goaltender. He's able to make that save look easy and redirects the puck to the corner, getting it out of the line of fire so that everyone can reset and look to pound it for retrieval.
And play rolls on as he came up with a nice stop there. Shot! Oh, and it stays out. He got a piece of that one. Into the offensive zone down the right wing. And stops that big bomb. Tries in the corner now. Moves it to Clague. Here's a chance. Handles that one. Moves the puck along the half wall. Oh, what a save on the slapper. Both sides lining up for the face-off, and I can think of one padded goaltender who would love nothing more than a quick clear here, Cheryl.
Oh, you know it, James, because the puck has been in the offensive zone. Just look at the last shift where they maintained pressure throughout that shift until they got that whistle. So they'll need to continue that, because if you're the opponent and you're saying, hey, who's most vulnerable right now? You know it's the goaltender, so you want to keep him hemmed in.
More than half the period has gone by. Hope you're enjoying this one. We got a 1-0 game to this point. Puck picked up by Carlson. Angles it over to Rowney. Gaining momentum up along the side. The Bulldogs get a hold of the puck along the boards. Delayed penalty coming up here. Whistle blown, stopping the play. Smith's going to get 2 for charging.
It's tough to be behind the 8-ball in the PK when you're trailing by 1. Sometimes it feels like wasted time, James. It's not wasted, though. You got to get back to even strength, and maybe you can have a power kill in there as well. Generate some momentum. I love the 1-3-1 set on the power play unit they used earlier. Listen, they had success, they scored, but there's so many variations off of it. I love the bumper position that can act as a decoy, allow the puck to get through to create those seams and open up those shot attack lanes.
Right on the doorstep! Gives them nothing in front. Scrum along the boards. Charlotte's got the puck along the wall. A chance to get it out. And the puck is cleared.
Well, you can see the entire PK unit. Their heads are on a swivel, straight line skating, and they're able to get that puck. And because they're looking and aware, they're able to find the white ice and get it 200 feet down.
And the goaltender comes up with a piece of it to keep it out of the net. Swing and a miss. Charlotte's got it in their own zone. And they get the puck out. Baltimore's got a hold of the puck now. Here they come through center and into the offensive end. Stones them in front.
Tompkins doing a great job of keeping that last puck out. Just have a look at this replay here, James. I mean, he gets to this high danger chance and is able to turn it away. Not sure how he did it, but he got there in time.
Chance to reset here on the draw on this man advantage. And they win the offensive zone face-off, and here we go. From behind the net. Quick feed to Davies. Oh, they stopped that one on the one-timer. The Bulldogs have used their advantage in shots to take the lead here in the first. Charlotte's going to start with the puck in their own end. Nice job to escape the zone. Tries to feed it over to O'Neill. Takes the pass. Charlotte's got it in their own zone. Slides it diagonally to Peterson. Looking to clear the defensive zone. And they take care of business on the play. Great use of the body to knock him off the puck.
Smith almost out of the box.
Baltimore's got a hold of it along the wall. And as both teams are now back at even strength, the power play goes over on the opportunity.
That's a great power play, James. The only thing they didn't do was score, and if they continue that, they'll certainly have success.
Shot! Just gets got enough to keep it out. On the attack into the offensive end, right up the gut. Denies him in front.
Apples is falling to the ice, but the puck's still on his stick, and his IQ, his awareness, I mean, his eyes are on the prize, and that's the shooter. And he's able to distribute the puck perfectly, and they execute on a good scoring chance. This is a timely hit here, James. He knows they're down, they're trailing in this one, but they are not out of it. So if everyone can elicit some sort of response on their next shift, they can rally the troops and they can get back in this thing.
Baltimore's looking to take this lead into the intermission here as they've put a lot of pucks on net so far. The Tens won the draw, they're on the attack. How many bodies in the way? Moves the puck over to Currie. Shot, and it goes right off his bucket to stay out.
Goaltenders try and make themselves as big as possible, and it usually hits other parts of the body, but this one rattles right off the cage.
The Bulldogs will play it from the defensive zone. Looking dangerous as they move along the boards. Fires it! Oh, I thought he was going to be beaten, and he somehow got a piece of that. Late goings of this period. Baltimore's ahead 1-0. Dries wins the face-off in the offensive zone. Redirected off one of his own line mates there. Ahead of steam now towards the front. Fires it on net. Oh, he got a little sliver of it, and it stays out. Gaining speed through center, and here they come on the attack. Too much traffic in the lane. Hammers a shot, and that one's denied.
Rodin stick breaks, and he's lobbed it back to the bench and gets a new one. Wow, he gets back into play quickly.
Period number 1 in the books. First intermission entertainment is on deck here. You can also have time to go grab a drink, grab a hot dog, and we'll be back with period number 2 in moments. Two more periods to go, and we're about to play the second frame here. And the puck is dropped, fans scrambling back to their seats for period number 2. All right, Pounder, how would you assess this game through the first 20 minutes played?
Well, James, this has been a really fast game. It's got a ton of pace, but the goaltenders have been excellent in this one. Back and forth action, making a number of saves. You got to expect that it's going to blow open soon if this continues. I'm surprised it's only 1-0.
Big hit, and that frees up possession. Taken by Patan. Here's a backhander. Oh, what a paddle save on the play.
You have to be quick in your crease if you want to be able to deny low zone shots. He does that perfectly as he's tight to the shooter right there.
Here's a chance. Oh, and somehow he gets a sliver of it and keeps him at bay. Big time stop there. Can't get a hold of that pass. Net is knocked off. We'll get a face-off here. Baltimore's got the lead here early in this second period. Their offense has been clicking on all cylinders thus far. Smart play to take possession, sneaking in off the wing. Comes up with a good save. We'll get a face-off after the puck stays covered up. Lots of time left in this period. 1-0 is where we sit at this point. Charlotte's won the draw. The Bulldogs gain possession along the wall. Can't connect as it goes off the stick. Charlotte's moving it along the wing. The Bulldogs have it from their own end. Here they come up along the wing. Takes the feed at center from the right wing. Broken up by Belzile. The Cougars gain the zone. Slides it back to the blue line. Turns him away.
Wow, James, I mean, not everyone can elicit a thunderous hit like that. I mean, he just clobbered his opponent.
The centermen glide into position. Baltimore's taking possession in their own end. Battling for it along the boards. Exploring options here inside the defensive zone. And he loses control here. Wrister. Oh, and he missed the net. What a chance.
Well, you can work all game to get this look, James. So when you get that opportunity, you at the very least have to hit the net. He misses wide, and he cannot believe it.
Straight up the middle. Here they come. Moves it around along the half wall. Oh, gets a little piece of it and keeps it out of the net.
What a fantastic save from a high-danger scoring area, James. And, I mean, he's bailing his team out. They have to do a better job of protecting the middle of the ice.
Nearing the midway mark of the period. We've got a 1-0 hockey game thus far. Tries quick on the draw. Picked off in the offensive end. Takes it across the blue line. Takes it into the slot. Incredible reflexes on the glove save by Tompkins.
Well, the shooter's in a coveted spot on the ice, right in the middle of it with a good look, and he makes an incredible save by getting square to the puck and turning it aside.
Baltimore's lead here in the second period, a direct result of being the more aggressive team offensively. In front, and a stoppage on the play as the goaltender covers things up. And they win the draw on their own end. Handles the puck. Throws it in. The Bulldogs have it now. Moves it quickly over to Melnick. Into the offensive end now. Charlotte's got the puck. Here's a short pass to Becker. And he serves it across to Smith. Slides the puck over. Gillies covers it up and will get a whistle.
Well, I like this play, James. Sometimes as a tender, when you haven't been busy, you can get mentally low. And he is able to hold on to this one. Good play.
Both teams are set. We'll drop the puck here. And they'll start with possession. And he gets in front of that rocket. We got a whistle as the puck's frozen. Baltimore's got a hold of the puck. Takes the feed. Takes a shot. Comes up with a stop. Charlotte's in transition. Dishes it off. Stopped by the goaltender. Back at the point, they set it up. Oh, tried to pick his corner and puts it off the outside of the post.
Charlotte's players are frustrated. They know that you don't get the great looks all the time in the game, and they also know how close this one is. They have to find a way to stay confident, continue with the game plan as they press towards the offensive zone.
Was clear coming into this one. Lots of shots on net, and they lead here in this second. And off the draw, they'll take possession. From the left side, they enter the offensive zone. Oh, he gets a blocker on it. What a stop by Gillies.
McGinn's made a fantastic play, James, and he's falling to the ice. He's got the puck on his stick, and he still has the ability to lower that bottom hand and find a way to redirect the puck to the net. I mean, that's tenacity, that's courage, and finding a way to compete and will your way to the net.
Quick pass to Caggiula. And that's off target as it hits the body. Moves it to Riot. Handles it along the blue line. And he takes the feed. There's the whistle. Let's see what the referee saw. The Bulldogs have been handed 2 for interference.
Well, they have the lead, and now they've taken a penalty, so now they're going to be back on their heels. That power play is going to come out. You know they're going to be smelling and tasting blood, James. The PK unit, they got to be the task.
This team is aware that their penalty kill is ranked toward the bottom of the league. It's something they've been actively working on to improve. And you know, with the confidence that they showcase, they might be able to
won the draw in the neutral zone. Quick feed to Abels. Gets a piece of it and will play on.
Gillies has been great tonight, James. I mean, he's been he's really peppered in his own zone, but he's finding the puck. He's out battling his opponent, and it's a reason it's a tight game.
Sends it out front. Oh, and he comes up with a stop. Puck scooped up by Suter. Charlotte's ready to go on the attack. Puck grab by Rowney. Currie stick handling in his own zone. Takes the shot, and that one's stopped. Pass across to Carlson. Now over to Abels. Shot! Oh, trying to go top. Cheddar and puts it too high.
Well, Cheddar it was, James. Looks like he's trying to go over the goaltender's shoulders and just misses.
Moves it quickly over to Bailey. Steps across the blue line. Takes a spill onto the ice and loses the puck. Peterson's moving the puck through his own zone. And a good heads-up defensive play in the open ice. And he makes the save.
Great positioning by the goaltender to redirect it to the corner, getting it out of danger.
And he passes it up ahead to Frodin. Puts it on net. Denies him. He got all of it. And he takes the dish. Takes it to the front with the stop.
Well, I love what he's trying to do here, James. He wants to separate the body from puck, and that's exactly what you got to do. You got to play with a competitive edge and an intensity.
Here in the later stages of this period, you can feel the energy in this crowd. It's a tie game. Back underway as he wins the draw inside the offensive zone. Shuts him down. Moves with the puck at the corner. From the top of the offensive zone here. Glove save made by Tompkins. And the puck stopper jumps on top of it to get a stoppage in play. Official signals to the players to get into position, and we're about ready to drop the puck. Second frame almost done. Well inside a minute now. Gaining momentum in the offensive end. Davies carries the puck in his own zone. Avoids the poke check. Oh, how did he stop that? What a save by Tompkins. Oh, and another save. And with that, 2 periods now in the books. Been a great night of hockey here on EA Sports, and we got the third period coming at you in moments. Welcome back, everyone. They say 3 is the magic number. And here we are with period number 3. It has been a fantastic matchup here, back and forth at both ends of the ice. Let's see what happens in the third. And a great save. An attempt to clear the puck from deep inside his own end. Ledman's got it in the defensive zone. Frodin's taking it from his own end. Ledman's picking up steam. Here's a shot, and he's got that one. Sanford's got the puck along the wing. Baltimore's got it along the wall. Big time block on the play.
Well, he's doing what it takes, James. And listen, coach is going to love that one. I expect to see him out here again.
Can't keep a hold of it. Looks to make a play over to O'Neill. On the attack along the boards. Huge steal at his own end. Receives the pass. And he loses both the puck and his balance after that hit. Baltimore's got the puck. Nice feed from the left side up the middle. And he avoids the poke check with some great edge work. From the left side, takes the pass. Baltimore's got the puck along the wall. Handles the pass. Quick pass across to Ottenbright. Read it perfectly and breaks up the play. Baltimore's got the puck against the half wall. Oh, they telegraphed the pass, and he picks it off. Avoids the poke check. Here's a shot. Oh, and a great save by Gillies. Scooped up along the wall by Clague. Quick shot, and that's blocked from someone in front. Charlotte's going on the attack as they gain the zone. Baltimore's gained possession along the boards. Across the line, down the left wall. And there's the save.
I don't think we talk often enough about the skill of balance on your edges. I mean, he is able to manipulate because he is so strong and he's able to hold on to the puck even though the defenders are right on him.
The Bulldogs have a hold of it in the defensive zone. From the open ice, they gain the line. Shot! Makes the glove stop.
Tompkins has been doing a great job of playing big in his crease and bigger than he actually is and making sure you take away as much net as possible, challenging the shooter. But probably most important is the message he's sending to his entire team, really energizing the entire group.
Inching closer to the midway mark of this period. The next goal could be a big one as we are tied. Offensive zone face-off, and he wins the draw. Too much to put it off the post.
That's an unlucky bounce as the shooter is driving in and just sees an opening but unable to convert as it goes off of the pipe and out.
Works it across to Brennan. Picks off the feed. Baltimore's on the attack. Takes a shot. Stopped by the goaltender, getting a piece of that one. Charlotte's on the attack. Shot! Oh, and he comes up with a big stop there. And sends it just out of reach. Moved up ahead here in the neutral zone. Baltimore's got the puck along the boards. Gets it out of his own end. Charlotte's got it in their own zone. Sends the pass over. With possession along the wall. Gets in front of it. The Bulldogs gain possession.
People and fans complain that low-scoring games are boring, but not this one. There's been a lot of high-quality chances on both sides. It's been a very entertaining game.
Oh, and a good textbook hit there. Charlotte's got the puck against the boards. Oh, it stays out. He got a piece of that one. Good hit to knock the puck loose. Feeds it over to Davies. Along the right wall, heading to the offensive end. Skates to the crease. That's blocked. Smith's got it in the defensive end. The Cougars played along the wing. Denies him in close.
As a goaltender, you have to be able to read and anticipate the play. He does it perfectly and is able to negate the shot.
Back to the blue line. And that's broken up. My word, they've really got them hemmed in here in their own zone. And they go the other way as they clear the zone. Carpenter's got it in the offensive zone. What a steal in his own end. Moves it to the offensive zone. Beats it over. Oh, he got a piece of it to keep it out.
Davies wires this one off the post, and you can see the frustration. He knows he had a great look to bury it.
Here in the late goings of the period, we got a tie game. And they take possession after the defensive zone faceoff. Charlotte's got possession here in the neutral zone. And he sends it across to Carlson. Can't keep a hold of it as he's jostled off the puck. Turn that one aside. Picked up along the boards by Carlson. And tries to make a diagonal pass to Patan. Oh, big time hit along the wall. And this is why I'm glad I'm up here in a suit, Cheryl.
And I'm right there with you, James. I wouldn't want to be along those boards either. It almost looked like he left his feet early, but nonetheless,
Baltimore's got the puck along the wall. And here's a pass to Kellman. Looking to make something happen in the offensive zone. And he stopped that one. Less than 60 seconds to play in this tight one. Baltimore's got a hold of the puck now. Taken along the wall by McLaughlin. Fires it! Oh, he stops that one! That was served up with a whole lot of spice.
I'll tell you what, James, that ain't incidental contact. That was intentional. Certainly trying to really drive that body and separate the player from puck.
A critical draw here. Swoops in off the wing to grab the puck after the centerman tied him up. Big time stop there.
A player should never be left alone in the slot, but man, is the goaltender to task here. Gets out in front of it and makes the save.
Baltimore's got a hold of it along the wall. Here's a short pass to Dries. Stopped by the goaltender. Peterson's crossed the line and is on the attack now. Can't get it to go. And now it's grabbed by White. Big hit along the board.
He was so aggressive on this one, James. He recognizes that he's got to close and then shoulder on shoulder. This is a clean hit and disrupts the player from the puck. That's a beauty.
Well, there you go. We played 60 minutes of regulation hockey, and we still don't have a decisive winner, so we're going to get a little bonus time. It's overtime. Buckle up. Get ready, because OT is next. One will win, one will lose. Overtime will tell the story. All right, call it now. Who's got that OT winner up their sleeve? Overtime is underway. Puck picked up by Suter. Slides it across. Charlotte's got a hold of it against the wall. Cuts to the paint. Game on a stick. Baltimore's regained possession of the puck. Center and moves up ahead. Oh, and it just gets a piece of it to keep it out.
Rebound control is critical in the game of hockey. Putting it to the corner, and now the offensive player has to hound the puck.
Blocked in traffic. Charlotte's looking to break out of their own end. Through the open ice, they're picking up steam. Passes it over. Grabs control of it at the point. The Bulldogs have it against the wall. And we'll get the whistle after the goaltender hangs on.
Davies has to make an outstanding save on that last sequence to keep the puck out of the net. Simply outstanding to be able to get to the top of his crease to make that save.
This is a face-off they'll definitely want to win here inside the offensive zone. Locks them up on the draw as they take possession. Here they come on the attack down the left side. Close save.
Reaction time is so critical for goaltenders because the way the players shoot in this game today, man, it is so tough to stop. So this one, instincts. Glove goes up, makes the save.
And we're moments away from getting back underway here with the puck drop. Baltimore's won the draw. Now let's see what they can do with it. They score! They take it in overtime! Man, that was a fun one. And I'll say this, the right team won.
Well, anytime you're in the slot area, you know that you're not going to have much time. That's why a quick wrister to the net can often do the damage. It's buried.
That'll do it for tonight's EA Sports broadcast. Hey, look, plenty of action just around the corner, and we hope to see you then. Good night.